Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. So we have a big update for Dish Network, aka EchoStar. That's right. The merger has been completed. This, of course, is in effect as of December 31st. So we have an article here from RCR Wireless. The link will be down below in the description. We're going to go over a couple of key points of the article, not too much, and then I'm going to give you my commentary on this whole process here, and then we'll wrap it up. But here's what happened. So the transaction, as mentioned, was completed on December 31st. So that means the mechanism of a Wally owned subsidiary of EchoStar merging with Dish Network is completed. The Dish Network brand survives, however, and is operating as a Wally owned subsidiary of EchoStar. EchoStar also continues to maintain its other brands for wireless, terrestrial, and satellite services, including Boost Mobile, Boost Infinite, Sling TV, and Dish TV, as well as the EchoStar, Hughes and Jupiter satellite services, Hughes On managed services, and HughesNet satellite internet. And of course, the company will still remain in Inglewood, Colorado. EchoStar said in a release that the merger means that this is uniquely positioned to deliver a broad set of communication and content distribution capabilities, which will accelerate the delivery of satellite and wireless connectivity solutions desired by customers. There's also a statement here made by Hamid Akavan. He is the president and CEO of EchoStar. Hamid says, "This merger brings us one step closer to our goal of offering ubiquitous connectivity to people, enterprises, and things everywhere." He also says, "Together we're better positioned to realize the connected future by leveraging every type of transport combined with smart enabling technologies and fully integrated services." He also says our superior portfolio of technology, spectrum, engineering, manufacturing, and network management expertise will, of course, deliver the unparalleled connectivity solutions that customers demand. So, big statement there by Hamid. A lot of confidence in this new merger and this decision that was approved. So, here's my take on this. Dish, as of June 2023, was at 70% of their native build out. Dish has, of course, had a rough year for 2023. It's gotten better towards the end. Basically, after they met their deadline for the FCC of 2023, things started to go a little better for Dish. At least I feel that way. Prior to that, there was a lot of hoping for Dish. Not really sure if they would meet their quota for the 2023 build out, but they did it. And after that, things started to look a little bit better for me. That's how I'm seeing it. This whole thing with Dish coming on board, getting into the wireless industry, not really having much experience, not really being prepared, and then having an offset of troubles, which drove them further into financial strain, was just not good, needless to say. Like I said, after June, Dish started to show some promise, started reevaluating the company, thinking of ways to try to fix some of their past mistakes, stay in the game, not surrender, not give up. It's not something they want to do. It would be devastating for the company as a whole, all their subsidiaries. It basically would bury them. Okay. And that's not what they want. They don't want to just lay down and give up. They've been figuring out different methods, selling off some of their their properties and their subsidiaries to try to stabilize cash, to try to get that cash flow bouncing up so that they can utilize that money and move things around and try to continue building out their native network, which they agreed to do and which they said they wanted to do. There's been a lot of begging and pleading with the FCC, and personally, I think Dish has actually gotten a lot of leadway here. I think that the FCC has been very kind to Dish over the last couple of years since they came on board and wanted to basically become the fourth largest carrier. I think that Dish has definitely gotten uh, comforted and blanketed, should I say, when maybe some feel they shouldn't have. You know, agreeing to purchase the 800 megahertz from T-Mobile and then not doing so, and then continuously asking for extensions after extensions. Many customers will say this is BS. You know, they're disrupting the wireless industry. It's not fair. And you could be correct. But, what is the biggest problem Dish has faced? Financial worries, right? They're simply saying they do not have the money to purchase that 800 megahertz. It's not that they don't want it, they simply cannot afford it. And that's been the story with Dish for a while, a sorrowful story that they don't have the money that they need to continue to build out a strong network like they want to build. This is why this deal with EchoStar is important. Now, it's not to say that this is going to save them from falling grace, that they're going to, just, bounce back and become the best network out there. But as mentioned before, when this discussion has come up, I will tell you that it gives them a little bit of an edge. It gives them a little bit more motivation, and it certainly gives them what they need, some capital to, to invest, to have something to bring to the table so that they can try to build out. They can at least go for it and give it a go. And if it fails kind of thing. And I think that's if they play their cards right, which it seems like they've been, you know, mission focused, business reevaluated kind of thing over the last couple of months. I feel like they have some kind of map of where they want to take their company now and what their goals are. Obviously, build out as promised, meet the 2025 goal so they're not fined, right? That's very important. And they've been building out, right? The Dish Native has hit numerous cities and states over the last 2, 3 months. So there's a lot of people getting access to Dish Native now that weren't getting it before. So this is, Project Genesis is live and sparked up, and there are many people that are starting to notice it and are actually enjoying the network, feeling fully satisfied with it, saying that it's actually very good. It's reliable, it's fast, it's dependable, and affordable, right? It's an affordable plan. So this is good news. It means that what they are doing, they're doing right. With a little bit more money, maybe they can continue to perfect the network and make it good. And maybe they could be that fourth carrier. Now, you know, it could go another way. They could make some more bad decisions and they could fall flat on their face. I'm thinking this time around, they're going to be a little more careful. They're going to try to use this money, through the merger, get their assets in place. Obviously, they'll continue to sell off some of the things that aren't really capitalizing for them, that are not necessary. And some companies, you just have to do that. If it's, if they're selling off, boost mobile plans in you know, other countries, who cares? Like, I mean, their main source of income is here. This is, the States. So, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. But anyway, I think this is very important for them. I think this merger is very important for them. I think it's really like one of the last chances they have, which is why this is important. I think if anything is going to help them, this will definitely be one of them. Obviously, a nice, partnership with Amazon would have been very, very good for them. But, that you never know. You don't know. We haven't heard much about that. We're not really going to hear much about that right now, but never say never. You just never know. But this to me seems like This is what it's all leaning for. So I think it's very good news for Dish to come out with this, starting the new year, 2024, with some positive news for them, for their company, a spark of hope. Very good for wireless competition. If Dish does actually start to advance and for some reason, some miracle, I guess, right, becomes the fourth big carrier, this could be really good. I mean, more options is always good. So we will have to wait and see. Many of you are going to say Dish is done in 2 years. I know. I've heard it from many, but, they've been saying for months now that Dish was just going to shrink, shrink, shrink. They're still around. They're building out the network. They just got the merger. They have the FCC kind of backing them. So we'll see. We will see. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.